NFL fans, Mr. Shawty here doing another Shawty Talks podcast. Today we'll be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, I did this podcast yesterday. No, I didn't like it, so I'm back again. Going to talk about that offensive line, Sewell versus Chase, and that defense. So, let's get into it. Cincinnati. They got rid of Bobby Hart, brought in Riley Reef. Riley Reef should pave lanes for Joe Mixon, should bring consistency to protecting Joe Burrow. Already excited about that pick. That's already an improvement on your offensive line. Drafted Carmen in the second round. That's already hopefully going to be an improvement. Still have Trey Hopkins to play center. Have Xavier Suaflo, Michael Jordan, Quentin Spain to compete for that other guard spot. And if it's Spain, if his play is to the caliber it was during his first 5 years, you guys already have an upgrade there. Jonah Williams had the 12th best offensive tackle pass blocking rate. My apologies there. That's looking solid. Your offensive line's looking solid, which is going to bring up the Chase versus Sewell debate. I like them taking Chase. Not very often NFL teams have a chance to get their quarterback's favorite collegiate weapon. And it's not very often that their favorite collegiate weapon is the best wide receiver in the class. It's not very often. Cincinnati had that opportunity, and they took it. Chase is going to bring the same energy to Cincinnati that Justin Jefferson did to Minnesota. And the fact that Chase already has chemistry with Joe Burrow should be exciting all Cincinnati Bengals fans. And why I'm not too high on Sewell is the fact that if you take Sewell, you then have to move Jonah Williams. And you have no idea whether Jonah Williams is going to be a good enough guard than what you had last year. Yeah, you hope so, but you never know. Or you can move Williams to the right side and move Reef. And again, no idea if Reef can even play guard. So, shuffling around the offensive line and to places where they might not even be as good as the guys that were in there last year is not a recipe for success or a recipe to protect Joe Burrow. Also add to the fact that you have no idea whether or not Sewell can play left tackle. I know that's an easy excuse for any rookie, but you looked at Greg Robinson, you looked at Matt Khalil, they were considered the best offensive tackles in their class, and they struggled in the NFL. So, again, that's why I really like the Chase pick over Sewell. And as always, Cincinnati Bengals fans, let me know your thoughts on the situation down below. On to the defensive side of the ball. If you guys haven't checked out YouTuber Wyatt's World, go check him out. Great content. When I discovered that channel, immediately I loved it. Funny content, informal content, the works. Honestly, a great channel, great discovery. Go check him out. He did a video on NFL records. He said the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win 5 to 6 games. At first I was like, you're lying. That's where I started. I had my disagreements with him. But overall, I thought it was a good video. And so as I went into here, I was kind of expecting a bad defense. I don't see your guys' defense as bad. Joseph Asai and Trey Hendrickson should be able to replace Carl Lawson along with Cameron Sample and Sam Hubbard. Adding Larry Okunjobi to go along with DJ Reader. That's a good defensive tackle duo. Also adding Tyler Shelvin. I like your defensive line. I know Bengals fans, that's not where your concern is. Your concern is the linebacking core. But Akeem Davis and Logan Wilson were rookies last year. They had a weird offseason due to COVID. They got another offseason here. And you guys should be excited. They can definitely develop after another year. They're young enough to where developing isn't an issue, and giving them another year can only help them. You also have Pratt, struggles against the run, but it's a pretty good pass coverage linebacker. Onto the corner situation, like your safeties, nothing really to talk about there with Bates and Bell. Here's where I'm having issues. I agree with getting Mike Hilton and Awuzie over keeping Jackson. 2 corners for the price of 1. A lot to like. Hilton, one of the better slot corners in the game. And Awuzie at number 2 corner. I just don't agree with letting Jackson go when you have Trey Waynes. Trey Waynes is never going to be your number one corner. Vikings fans know this. They've watched him. He's not a number one corner. I know Jackson had his issues in Cincy, but he's not a number one corner. Waynes is not. Obviously, Washington's seen something of a number one corner in Jackson. That's why they gave him the money. And that's my one problem. They should have never got Waynes and let Jackson go. I agree with getting Hilton and Awuzie over Jackson. Give you better depth at the position. So I agree with that. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Peace out.